Welcome to another edition of Ultimate Wrestling Talk. I'm your host, Red the Enforcer Anderson. Today I'm going to jump right in and apologize for some of our previous videos not being so clear. I'm working with an old laptop and a rather inexpensive editing program, and I promise that I'll get better equipment in the future and it'll look a lot better, I promise. Please bear with us, keep watching, keep subscribing if you like what you see, and we're going to jump right in to All In. This was the biggest hyped indie show of all time, and they lived up to the hype, let me tell you. If you haven't seen it, it's on Honor Club. You can subscribe. It's still there. You can see it. You can go to Fight Club Network, and it's on the Fight app. You can see it there. It was a really fantastic show. The Briscoe brothers took on SCU, and it was a knockdown, drag out. You got to see it. It was hilarious. They come out dressed like Rocky and Clever Lang. SCU is over, bigger than ever. I see them renewing their contract, no problem. The over-the-budget Battle Royal was absolutely amazing. There was all kinds of stars that you haven't seen, that you have seen in other promotions. It was what they called a Donnybrook. Now, Dijo El Chico, the son of Chico, who knew Chico had a son, turned out to be Flip Gordon. He defeated Bully Ray in the final, 2 men in the ring for the Battle Royal, and he went on later to face Jay Lethal for the ROH Heavyweight Championship. Matt Cross took on MJF. Now, the real story here is not that they were the first official match on the card, and they put on one heck of a show. The real story is that MFJ Friedman has only been in the business for 3 years. He's already the Major League Wrestling middleweight champion, and now he's been featured on the biggest indie show of all time. And I hope that this kid stays healthy because he has a long future in professional wrestling. It was no surprise that Stephen Amell lost to Christopher Daniels. But this guy put on a heck of a match. He's a celebrity. He stepped into the ring for like the 3rd time ever in front of a crowd, and he put on a heck of a show. Tessa Blanchard dominated the women's match. She looks just like her daddy. She is jacked, and I bet that WWE is wishing they had never released her. Cody Rhodes is the new NWA Heavyweight Champion. He beat Nick Aldis clean in the middle of the ring, and there is no doubt that he is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I cannot wait to see what Cody does with the NWA Championship. They just took it to a new level. They've brought it back up from obscurity, and now Cody is your NWA Heavyweight Champion. Joey Janela and Hangman Page put on a hardcore street fight for the ages. It was epic. Hangman put Joey Janela through a table off of a ladder for the finish, and it was absolutely brutal. This show just kept giving and kept giving. Jay Lethal transformed into Black Machismo for his heavyweight championship defense. He came out with Leapin' Lenny Popo, and he took on Flip Gordon. who had won the opportunity earlier in the Battle Royal as Son of Chico, and it was complete fantastic match. Like I said, you have got to check them out. What I believe was the best match of the night was Kenny Omega and Pentagon. They tore the house down and easily it was a 4 to 5 star match. It was a fantastic match. After the Kenny Omega has won the match from Pentagon, he was jumped from behind by what everyone thought was another Pentagon, but it turned out to be Chris Jericho. He's challenged him. I don't know if it's going to be title versus title, what's going on, but Jericho reared his ugly head at all in, and he attacked Kenny Omega. Marty Scurll silenced everyone when they say he is too small. Even though he did not overcome Okada, he could not defeat the Rainmaker, he silenced everyone about his ability and put on one of the best matches on the card. Everybody's on to him about you're too small. Well, let me tell you, he has more heart than anybody I've ever seen, and he has got to be the most over British wrestler in our time. And that brings us to the main event. The show went a little long, so the main event got cut about half of what it should have been. But it was fantastic. The Golden Elite defeated the Luchadors, and it, like I said, was fantastic. Now we went from the best indie show of the year to the worst indie show of the year. AAA put on their big Triple Mania event. It's their WrestleMania. It was in Mexico City. It was a jam-packed arena. They put on the hardest core show you can ever see. It was bloody. It was violent. It was the very first time that they had English commentary. Vampiro and Matt Striker was on commentary. Vampiro could not keep his language clean. If you haven't seen it, you have got to check it out. I know I'm saying it's one of the worst shows of the year, but it's one of those things that you got to see to believe. They put on a hardcore, violent show, and Rey Fenix is their new grand champion. Major League Wrestling is fixing to have its big event. War Games. You heard me, War Games. A double ring with a cage around it. Tony Schiavone has brought it out of the basement and back to Major League Wrestling. Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 500 Wrestlers of the Year just came out. Now I was privileged to be part of the magazine a few years back. 3 years in a row I made the list. And if you haven't checked it out, you can go to their website. They sell a digital copy of the magazine. You can also go to the newsstand and buy the magazine itself. I suggest you pick it up. It's worth a read. If you haven't checked it out, it tells you not just the WWE, but all the independent wrestlers from around the country. And this year, Kenny Omega was the #1 wrestler of the year. No surprise to me. Congratulations, Kenny. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Support us, hit the like button, hit the little notification button, and we'll see you again next time.